files contempt lawsuit against Nigerian Labour Union Trade Union Congress. Kogi state government declares free education for basic and post-primary. Niger, 5 countries Shun Ecowas defense chiefs meeting. In sports, Super Falcons match against England will be 50-50 Ayigba. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Commonwealth State of Nigeria. I am Joy Moses. Thanks for joining us. Kogi state government has declared free education for basic and post-primary education in the state. Governor Yahaya Bello made the declaration at the Government House, Lokoja, while addressing the state executives of the Nigerian Medical Association and medical students from Federal University, Lokoja. The decision, he said, was to caution the economic hardship on parents and families resulting from the removal of subsidy on petrol by the federal government. Governor Bello directed the Commissioners for Education and Justice to ensure that the modalities and legislative framework were immediately worked out to kickstart and sustain the policy. The governor further disclosed that government would ensure that more citizens enrolled in the state health insurance program as I advocate a healthcare model that would increase health coverage to cater more for the less privileged. The chairman of Nigerian Medical Association, Kogi State, Dr. Belko Olushola, said that the executives and affiliates across the 21 local government areas came to appreciate the governor on his landmark achievements in the health sector in the state. The federal government has filed a contempt lawsuit against the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress for proceeding on an industrial action. The Solicitor General of the Federation and Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Justice, Beatrice Jadi Agba, had twice stated that the industrial action by organized labor was illegal, noting that there was a subsisting interim order restraining MLC from embarking on any industrial action. The organized labor went on with the protest across the country. However, in the suit marked NICN/ABJ/158/2023, the federal government and the Attorney General of the Federation are the applicants, while Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress are the defendants. Also, the suit was addressed to the NLC President Joe Ajaro, Deputy President Audu Aruba, Adeyoju Adewale, and Kabiru Sani, General Secretary Emmanuel Ubaoja, TUC President Festus Osufo, Scribe and Chief Executive Nuhu Toro. The FG also attached a copy of the ex-parte order made by Justice Anowe on June 5, 2023 to the notice of contempt proceeding forwarded to the NLC and TUC officials. President Bola Tinubu has assured the leaders of the organized labor that the Port Harcout Refinery will commence operation by December 2023. The organized labor has reviewed this in a statement. The Labour Centers also noted that the President made a series of promises following which they agreed to return to the negotiation table. The National President of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Joe Ajaro, and the Trade Union Congress, Festus Osifo, in the statement also hailed Nigerians for supporting the nationwide protest. The engagement was fruitful that immense mileage was obtained with regards to the issues that bogged down the work of the Presidential Committee on Subsidy Removal and necessitated the protests. He committed to an immediate restructuring of framework for engagement in line with the inputs of the labor leaders. He let out a certainty that the Port Harcout Refinery will commence production by December this year. He pledged to ensure that the agreement is reached on the wage award for Nigerian workers immediately. He also promised to unveil a workable roadmap to the CNG alternative next week. On the strength of the President's pledge and commitment, they have decided to return to a new and revigorated dialogue process to allow for full implementation. The Special Advisor to the President on Special Duties, Communications and Strategies, who was also nominated as Ministerial nominee, Dele Alake, has indicated that while he is an advocate of the freedom of the President press, he will not support absolute freedom without responsibility. This was just as President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, and the Senate leader, Obayemi Bamdele, shielded him from responding to some sensitive and critical questions by some senators. Alake, who appeared before the Senate in continuation of the ongoing screening of President Bola Tinubu's nominees, categorically stated that under his watch as information minister, if so appointed, Nigeria press will be regulated to avoid abuse and instability. He told the senators that he would ensure that the government strengthened the rule of law and adequately regulated the media. Alake said even though social media has advantages, its downside has become highly detrimental to a decent society like Nigeria. He said regulations must be strengthened and tested to ensure that social media is not used in a manner that threatens the internal security of Nigeria. Acknowledging that misapplication of social media could be detrimental to society, Alake said he would encourage the government to strictly apply laws regulating both the mainstream and social media. He also said sanity can be achieved with a reorientation of social values, ensuring executive obedience to legislative oversight, strict adherence to the rule of law, and separation of powers. The governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has ordered a probe into the cause of mechanical failure that led to the death of Dr. Ware Daiso at General Hospital Odan, Lagos Island. Sanwo-Olu, in his reaction to the sad development, promised that the investigation will be conducted with utmost transparency and fairness, leaving no room for any biases or favoritism. The governor expressed sadness over the incident which happened due to the malfunctioning of the elevator at the doctor's quarters hospital. We go on a short break now. We'll be right back.
Malachite TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. Politics.
A support group, Avoid Team for Audu, has met with Yakubu Adabenege Fancy, the personal assistant to Ahmed Usman Ododo, candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC for the November 11th governorship election in Kogi State. Convener of the team, Avoy Unwogu, who doubles as a senior special assistant on electronic media to Governor Yahaya Bello, said the visit was to discuss way forward at ensuring Ahmed Ododo emerged as the next governor of the state. In his response, Yakubu Adabenege Fancy assured that they will work hand in hand with the team and other support groups, describing the APC governorship candidate as a man who is ready to serve as a servant leader. Let's join Joshua Adenoy for the detail.
Fancy highlighted commitment, loyalty, empathy, and foresight as some of the rare qualities of Ahmed Usman Ododo, a man he described as a visionary leader who is prepared to build on the legacies of Governor Yahya Adoza Bello. While appreciating members of the Avoid Team for Ododo for the visit, he called for more concerted efforts at ensuring they win their polling units for the party and promised that the requests of the group will be taken into consideration.
For me, I want to assure you that I am with this honorable house. And I will never take the house for granted because I know the efforts of black people. So honestly, I'm very happy with the way people are preaching the gospel to every other person outside there. And with what I'm seeing, I'm sure we'll get the victory. In times of support, I want to assure this house that we are ready. Not only me, we are ready. Wherever we need to attend, wherever we need to meet, we go there and meet the person. We don't want to leave any stone untouched. Everybody needs recognition. That is what we need, nothing more. As an individual, what we need is just that recognition. We need to give that due recognition, and everybody is important.
Convener of the group, Oyetola, said the group believes in the APC governorship candidate's ability at continuing with the transformational leadership style of Governor Yahaya Bello, stressing that her belief in the project remain her driving force at setting up the group.
The Abuja team have been going from community to canvas where it have dominated places and Kogi generally to canvas to tell them to get their PVC. Those who have not transferred their own specifically, that's why we are projecting that you have not collected your PVC. Just go, make sure you are at alert as soon as the INEC open their platform. Just to make sure you do that, and they are need they will do that a lot in Abuja. And here in Kogi, we have been going from community to community, group to group, to make sure we canvass for the support. And we know this will result awesomely in the coming election, because it will definitely be registered that avoid team will deliver by God. We know our word. Apart from being this member, we know our word, we know our polling units. Everybody is taking hold of their units. Every one of them is taking hold of their work. They are partnering with their ward leader. They are already in communication with them, and they see that on that day, of course, they have eyes there. Their members are. And the members of Avoid team will not do otherwise. We are good to go, and we want you to give us all the necessary support to push ahead.
She assured that members of the group will win their polling units for the party, stressing that more plans are on at canvassing for votes for the APC governorship candidate by the group. Other members of the Avoid team for Ododo praised Fancy and Oyetola for their commitment to the Ododo Oyibo project and reassured of their readiness at going all out to canvass for support for the party. I am Joshua Adinoy, reporting for MLC TV.
Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his deputy Dr. Obafemi Hamzat have urged the governorship election petition tribunal sitting in Ikeja, Lagos State, to dismiss the petition filed against them over their victory at the election held on March 18, 2023. Sanwo-Olu and Hamzat, who are respondents in the petition filed by the Labour Party candidate Badebo Rodas Vivo, told the tribunal that the petitioners have not demonstrated any basis to ascribe merit to their claims. They also said that the petitioners had not been able to prove their allegation of non-compliance with the Electoral Act. Vivo had in his petition dated April 9, 2023 said that the All Progressive Congress governorship candidate Sanwo-Olu was not qualified to contest the election. Aside from Sanwo-Olu, other respondents in the petition includes the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Dr. Kadiri Obafemi Hamzat, and APC as first to fourth respondents. The Labour Party candidate said he was aggrieved with the outcome of the election and the return of the governor's second respondent as winner of the election. Besides, he said the second respondent did not satisfy the mandatory requirements of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria as amended, the Manual for Election Officials 2023, and the Regulation and Guidance for the Conduct of Election 2022. Also, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and its candidate Dr. Aziz Olajide Adediro, popularly known as Jandor, filed a petition against Sanwo-Olu on two grounds, stating that the governor and his deputy were at the time of the election not qualified to contest. President of the Senate Godswill Akpabio has received the second list of President Ahmed Tinubu's ministerial nominees for confirmation. The list that was delivered by the former Speaker of the House of Representatives and Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, towards the tail end of the screening of the first batch, had the son of the former Governor of Kogi State, Shuaibu Abubakar Audu, as the only nominee that successfully made it into the list from the state. The Senate President, after the reading of the list, called for the adjournment to enable the Senate prepare ahead of the next screening. On foreign, the defense chiefs from Guinea, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger are conspicuously missing at Economic Community of West African States ECOWAS meeting currently ongoing in Abuja. The meeting is presided over by the Nigeria Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa. In attendance are defense chiefs from Liberia, Senegal, the Gambia, Ghana, Nigeria, Benin, Togo, Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire, and Cape Verde. This is coming after ECOWAS had issued a 7-day ultimatum to the Niger Republic junta, who last week removed President Mohamed Bazoum. Major cities in Niger are facing rolling blackout following last week's coup in the West African country. The power shortage are as a result of Nigeria cutting supply to its northern neighbor, Niger's electricity company says. The West African trading bloc ECOWAS has imposed sanctions on Niger over the coup, but has not said if this includes electricity supplies. West African leaders gave Niger's military junta a week to give up power or face possible military interventions. European countries are currently evacuating its citizens from Niger. Residents living in the city of Niamey, Maradi and Zenda had power for about an hour at a time before it is switched off for up to 5 hours. Power cuts like these are unusual in Niger, which normally has regular and reliable supplies. But the country is heavily dependent on its wealthier neighbor to the south, Nigeria, as its main supplier of electricity. The transmission company of Nigeria has declined to comment on the power cuts in Niger, but an anonymous source told the BBC the supply to Niger was cut following a presidential directive. Let's join Jonah Malik for sport update.
Hello and welcome to Sports Update. Efe Ajagba is eager to become Nigeria's next heavyweight champion, and he sees his clash against Kazan Kozobotski at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tosla in Katosa, United States on August 26 as a step on the journey. The 10-round heavyweight contest will see the Nigerian face off against the Kazakh Southpaw. The bout is set to be the co-feature on the card, headline by Anderson vs. Rudenko, airing live on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and via live stream on ESPN+. The telecast opener will feature Olympic gold medalist Bakodel Jalovo of Uzbekistan taking on another Nigerian, Honorio de Nwanrieme. The bout is scheduled for 8 rounds in the heavyweight division. In the main event, Toledo, Ohio-born Gerard Anderson will go head-to-head against Andriy Rudenko of Ukraine. The pair will also square off in a 10-round clash in the heavyweight division. And that's all on Sport Update. I am Jonah Malik reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Jonah. For the latest happenings in the world of entertainment, let's join Barbara Onwalu.
Welcome to MLC TV Entertainment News. I am Barbara Onwalu. In Africa, veteran Kola Muniz believes Nollywood classics should be left alone, not remade. From Living in Bondage, Nneka the Pretty Serpent, Diamond Ring, Karashika, and now Dominitilia, as well as Ripples, the industry can't seem to get enough of remakes. While some filmmakers support the movement, others, like Kola Muniz, think classic should be left alone as it is. A report that the Sophia in London 2003 co-produces and writer strongly opposes the growing trend, stating that a classic loses its significance once it is tampered with. To support his stance, Muniz referred to a conversation with a foreigner who loves Nollywood classic for their special effects. According to him, this proves that those movies deserve to be preserved as they are, so that more people can enjoy them as the time capsule that they have become. Outside the borders of Africa, American singer and pop star Lizzo has responded to the numerous allegations leveled against her former employees who have sued her in court. The former backup dancers alleged in their lawsuit that the singer created a hostile work environment through sexual, racial, and religious harassment. Their 30-page document highlighted up to 9 claims on which their lawsuit was based. Lizzo went on to call the allegations against her sensationalized, false, and unbelievable, stating that they were too outrageous not to be addressed. She stated that the plaintiffs, Ariana Davis, Krista Williams, and Noel Rodriguez, were unprofessional. The performer made it clear that her purpose in speaking out was not looking for sympathy or trying to be seen as a victim. She also debunked the claim that made her look like the villain that people and the media portrayed her to be. She also clarified that she did not dismiss any of our workers based on their wealth. Thanks for watching. I am Babrella Onwalu reporting for MLC TV.
Thanks for the update, Babrella. That is the size of our package. Keep supporting us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages, MLC TV, MLC TV2, MLC TV Yoruba, and Ebravabe MLC TV. Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter, Malachi TV, and TikTok, Malachite_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement, or sponsorship, please or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachi TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's World, and Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion. It is Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Joy Moses. Thanks for watching.